Hello everybody, this is Dory and welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a June 2025 update about how things have been going, and I'm going to talk a little bit about handbags on this video, but not too much. It's an overall life update. Today is June 2nd, 2025. First time I was able to get done something filmed in a minute, but I started paying down, well, I started tracking my debt pay down, I would say, May 12th of 2025, so a little less than a month ago. Since May 12th, I've paid down $2,000 worth of debt. 1,000 of that went to my student loan, as you guys saw, and then the other 1,000 went to other debts, including our car loan. My husband has been trying to encourage me to share all of our numbers and things on this channel. I'm still not comfortable with it. Since I started talking about paying things off, and I've already attracted a lot of like rude, judgmental people coming through here, and I haven't even shared any of my numbers, and they've been like really critical and telling me what to do and things like that, as if I don't have common sense. And I don't know if I want more of that. I like my community as it is, and I like the encouragement that I get from you guys. I don't think I want to attract the little Debbie Downers or people who are trying to make me feel bad about myself, because I don't. I don't feel bad about myself or our situation or anything like that. And I also don't think I'm comfortable like with the storytelling aspect of how certain things happen and all of that. I don't think I want to do that for every little thing, because I know people will have questions. So another thing that I have been considering is making all of my numbers and things available through like the members only section of YouTube. But then I'm just don't know if I want to do that either, because who would pay $3-4 a month to watch me do this and see all the things that I'm doing behind the scenes? Like, I don't know. So I'm not sure if I'm going to be showing the numbers at all. But yeah, it hasn't been a month since I started tracking, and it's already been $2,000 paid down. I track it every paycheck. So every 2 weeks, I do a separate budget. And I've also kind of like grown up a little bit because I'm 35 now, and I've never had like any sort of like budget book or anything like that. It's only been recently that I've been plugging my numbers into a spreadsheet on Google Sheets. And I recently bought a almost professional kind of budget book that is perfect for me. I'm so happy that it exists. I still do my usual scratch pad, random sheet of paper, doing all my math and numbers. Got my calculator. All of this lives on my desk. Got my calculator. And I also have a budget book now, which I will link down below if you're interested. I'll show you a little bit. I don't want to share too much. I've already started working through it. So it has like my numbers and different things in there. So I'm not sure if I want to show you every single page, but I saw last week, I think it was like last week around Thursday or Friday, that I received a payout from Amazon Associates. And I didn't know that I had already been getting paid through my affiliate marketing from Amazon. And apparently it's been happening for a few months now. And I stopped using Amazon links because I was like, they say you had to meet $100 threshold. And it seems like every time I would check throughout the year, it would never say I met $100. So I was confused. I was like, dude, they're never going to pay me because they're just giving me like pennies on pennies on pennies. But when I logged in and saw that I had been getting paid, it has been like small amounts, like not $100 or anything like that. I saw a $50 payment slide through in my account Thursday or Friday. And I feel like the only reason why I caught that payment coming through is because I logged into my account and I immediately abandoned my phone. I think my husband might have FaceTimed us or something like that. Something happened to where I had to re-log into my banking app whenever I was done doing whatever I was doing at that time. And when I re-logged in, I noticed that my number was higher by a little bit. And I was confused. I was like, no, I know I'm not tripping. I know I only glanced at it, but what happened? So I went through my transactions to see if maybe something got refunded or canceled or something like that. And I looked and it said Amazon. So apparently I've been getting paid by Amazon for a few months now, but the numbers have been so small that it didn't really hit my brain that a payment came through. I've had payments from this recent one was $47. I received payments for like $27, and I was confused. I thought you always had to make $100 in order to get paid. So I don't know how that works anymore, but I'm surprised that I got paid at all, especially this month, because I don't think I've posted an Amazon link. I definitely been using Like to Know It, but Like to Know It hasn't paid me either. And they have a high payout percentage, but upon doing my research, people haven't received their first payment in like 5-6 months, and they get it every 2 weeks. So it's just super weird. So it just like kind of builds up and gets paid out incrementally. So I think that's kind of weird and kind of BS in my opinion. Like, what? You just see like this number, this huge number sitting in your account, and then you're like never getting paid until you forget about it. So that was funny. And so that $47 like made me super happy. It is a small amount, but it helped me buy my budget book because I hadn't like budgeted for that budget book, if that makes sense. Like it was just going to be an impulsive buy. So I funneled that money back into Amazon and then I put the rest of it towards my student loan. It came, at first I was apprehensive because I was like, that's kind of expensive for a planner, right? But it came and I've been working in it and it has been so fun and therapeutic. And I told you guys that I'm not a planner girl. I like to watch the videos sometimes because I think it's relaxing, especially if it's budgeting, because I do have a fondness for numbers. But I doing it myself with all the stickers and everything, it made me want to go to Five Below or something, pick me up some highlighter pens and some colored pens so I could make it even more visual for myself to pay attention to. So it's been really fun. It's been nice seeing like the numbers go down as I've been paying things off. Of course, it jumps back up when interest accrues and stuff. I've also got the login for my husband's student loan, which his is like around the same amount as mine, but it is much lower. So I've been paying attention to his the last couple of weeks, putting a little bit extra onto his too. I haven't exactly come up with a plan. I don't really know if snowballing is exactly for me. I kind of like put big chunks on various different things so it all goes down at once rather than focusing on one and doing minimums on everything. Like, I don't do that. Maybe I should. Who knows? I've been having trouble with my microphone. That's why you see me holding it this time because I realized that it was dying. So whenever I would cut my camera on, the microphone would stop recording. So I have entire videos that I created that had no sound because it wasn't recording and it didn't just switch automatically to the camera. So that kind of sucked. So now I have it plugged in charging while I'm using it. So that's why I'm holding it. So when it comes to planners, I'm not a planner girl. I find that I used to get planners once a year, starting back in 2018. When I was growing up in high school, middle school, they will always give you a yearly planner at the start of every year. And I remember I would be so excited to get that planner. Oh my God, it's something to write in. I love to write and take notes and stuff. But when the teacher would come around saying, guys, pull out your planner. I want to make sure you have everything that you need written down or whatever, all of our assignments and things like that. And I would just sit there and pray that she would go to the other side of the classroom first so I can scribble down everything by the time she got to me. And that usually worked out. The few times that they started on my side of the classroom, I did have my things written down, but they didn't really care too much about me because I always had my assignments turned in. I just would fail at writing in my planner because I would keep everything up top in my noggin. And I'm still kind of like that. But when it comes to planners, I usually do things like lists. So this is the weekly to-do list planner I got from Amazon. And I like it because it's spiral bound at the top, kind of like a calendar. And you flip it back and it's like a weekly to-do list. So here I would write things like what I want to film, when I want to film it, when I want to edit it, what day I want to have it post by. If I was editing for somebody else, I would pencil them in. And then if I wanted to do a Substack entry, which I haven't written on Substack in a while, I would write down on the sides. It has a priority list right here. So I'll write down my priority videos or priority posts that I wanted to do, and even all of my brainstorming and ideas and things like that. So this will sit open right by my keyboard on my desk, which is really messy right now. I have to organize it. So I bought that last summer and it's been really helpful for me. And it has the little boxes next to everything that you write down so you can just check it off as you go. So it kept me really organized and it helped me to batch film a lot of things so that I can post it consistently. So I can schedule it out and then start the new week and schedule it out so I wouldn't be so behind on filming like I am now. Right now, or lately, I've been filming and posting within the same day or filming and then posting the next day instead of just having a bunch of videos that I already filmed when I had a brain dump. Usually when I have brain dumps, I could film a whole bunch within 30 minutes to an hour, have like 4 videos ready because I was just rambling off. And then I can schedule it and I'll be like 2 weeks ahead on videos. But now it's different. And I don't really mind right now because it's a little bit organic. I can just come on and talk to the camera and not feel so much pressure either, especially since I'm not buying anything. I like doing the chatty videos. So I just hope you guys like it and you watch it. So the budgeting book that I have is from Amazon. It was $34.99, and I feel like this is an upgrade from that weekly to-do list. It's by a brand called Go Girl, and it is so comprehensive. It is focused on budgeting, but it does have the to-do list, the goal setters, the budget trackers, and things like that in there. And it also has a place where you can put in your receipts. So this is going to be a little bit hard to hold when I'm also holding my microphone. So 1 second. Hold, please. If I can. There we go. It's still charging, but I have it magnetized to my shirt. So that's great. So I do have a sticker because I was playing around this morning. I do have a sticker right here from Samo Ando, but it's usually a GG emblem right there just to make it my own. I don't have a whole lot of stickers, but I would like to deck it out in stickers. But I got mine in the mint green. It's coming up teal on camera, it looks like, but it is a pale green shade, like a pistachio color. And it is very comprehensive. Go Girl planner, spiral bound, which is very important to me. I like spiral bound notebooks rather than things that are kind of glued, if that makes sense. It has your financial goals right here. It has your strategy, if you have a strategy. I don't exactly have a strategy. I just have things that I might want to pay attention to more. And then it has like tactics, things like that. So you could put in your extra income, your no-buy dates, things like that. And then it's undated. So you have a calendar section where you can put in your month here and then fill in the dates. And then you can put whatever you want in those boxes. You can put when a bill is due, when a birthday is coming up, Father's Day, Mother's Day, all of those days. I'm bad at remembering different holidays and birthdays and things like that. I just accepted that as being a flaw of myself, although I do try, but I'm bad at memorizing Memorial Day and all of that extra shit. So it has to-do lists. I just remember it was my little brother's birthday the other day. Oh my God. It has the to-do list, the monthly goals, your bills and expenses, and then you could put like income for the month. I don't know why it has amount there unless they're talking about like where your income is coming from and then how much you're getting. Savings and all of that, and then all your bills. And she could put right there. Then they have expense trackers where you can put how much you spent on groceries, how much you spent on Netflix, how much you spent on all of that stuff. And then your monthly budget and things like that. It's just a really comprehensive planner. It even has a place to shove your receipts in, which I have been using. I usually upload my receipts to digitally. You take a picture of the receipt and upload it. I usually do that. I've been doing that for a few years, but it's nice being able to put it in there so I can see exactly how much I spent on Mexican food or groceries. Did I buy too many snacks? Did I not buy enough snacks, whatever? And then it has a monthly budget overview for the month. And you color this in to see your pie chart and things like that. So it is very comprehensive. I realized when I opened my budget book to show you guys everything, my sheets of stickers fell out. So I have to figure out where the second one went. But it does come with 2 sheets of stickers. One looks different than this. I wish I knew where it flew to. I just found this on the floor by my feet. But this is an example of some of the stickers that they have included. And I usually use it as I want. And I usually put it on like calendar days. So I know when my car payment is coming out. I know when we're getting paid. I know when, because on my side of the income, I get paid various different times of the month. When my husband gets paid, it's every couple of weeks on the same day every month, most of the time. So for me, it's harder for me to keep track because some avenues of income, I can just click payout and it'll come to me the next day. Then other avenues, I have to wait for it to get posted. So it's usually getting paid on certain days. So I have to keep track on when those payments are coming through on my end. A lot of those things, especially my YouTube paycheck, I usually funnel that directly to my student loan as an extra payment. That's what I've been doing since I've been getting paid from YouTube. And this is going to be my 3rd check that I've received. I don't get paid much from YouTube, of course. I'm a small creator. I don't get a lot of views or anything like that, but I do get paid. It looks like it could be more consistent every month, but it's still not enough or consistent enough to where it matters if I get paid or not that month. It doesn't affect if we're eating or if the lights are on or anything like that. It does help towards putting towards my student loan faster. So that's where that money goes to. Same with my soap shop. I'm not getting paid much. I think last month my sales from my soap shop helped me to completely close out another student loan. I didn't have to tap into our regular monthly income. This month, however, I think I'm only getting $40. So I'm not really counting that because I already pay $40 just to keep my website up. So I'm not getting paid that much from there. But usually when I get sales from my soap shop, from YouTube, from whatever, I usually funnel that directly towards my student loan. And so that's an update on what I've been doing. I've been loving the budget book. I understand the planner crew now. I understand why you guys love to be planners and things like that. This is my type of planning. I am not a journaler kind of person. I don't like to keep a journal and write out my thoughts and feelings and things like that. I'm not that kind of a person, but I really do love the whole numbers and planning my videos and things like that. Specifically, I think I love the budgeting aspect of it. It is super fun. It's super therapeutic for me. That's how I've been starting my morning ever since I got it. I love plugging in my numbers, planning out the month, putting things, stickers and everything up there, adding everything up and then tracking it. It does have a savings tracker in there as well. Also your debt tracker. So you could put in how much extra you paid and you can see the numbers go down and things like that. So it is really cool. And I like that it's physical because I do keep this on a Google spreadsheet and of course my little scratch pad that I just like super messy. I don't keep track of them. Sometimes they go in the trash and I keep the numbers in my head, but now everything's right there. When my husband comes home, if he wanted to, he can go through my budget book to see how everything is going if he wants, because it's physical. I don't have to screenshot everything and send it to him or anything like that. So that's really cool. When it comes to handbags, as you guys know, I sold a lot. I haven't even reallocated my handbags to my shelf. So there's huge gaps that are just like, my handbags used to be smushed at the top of my closet. And then my taller handbags are in my son's closet because he has more space between his shelves and the ceiling. So I could put my Ergo 33 in there. I could put my Florentine Messenger in there. So he has my overflow, but in my closet, there are just huge gaps in there between bags. I haven't even condensed them down since I've sold a lot, or I guess I sold a lot. When I sold 3 or 4 bags, 5. But I've still been wearing my canary Tabby, and it's been so fun. I wore it with this top to the grocery store. It's such a fun bag. I can't believe that I was going to sell this last week. I was just going nuts. What was I even thinking? I always forget how much I don't need on the day-to-day. I feel like I carry a bigger bag. Is that right? I usually carry my bigger bags when my husband is here and we have the kid. I feel like I do that more so when we're out for longer periods of the day. If we're going out to Houston or something to visit my sister, or if we're going to Austin, hang out, or wherever, if we're just going to be out for a longer period of time, I'm not going to just carry this bag and be good. I feel like I need to carry a bigger bag. So I have been on the little bag train lately. I haven't had the urge to move into a larger bag just yet. I do want to wear my Ergo 33, but I'm not going to do that just yet. I want to move into another small bag to see, mainly for comparison's sake, but also to see if I like them, because if I don't like it, I'm probably going to sell it. And it makes me sad because I would rather sell things new with tags, right, than to take all the tags off, wear it once, and then to be like, oh, damn, I could have kept the tags on. But I want to change it to my Dinky, specifically this color. I believe this is a comparable size to the Coach Tabby 20, but I feel like it might be a little bit bigger. One of the things that I think I might not like about this bag is that it is a flap style. The quilted Tabby is a flap style as well, but because this is a longer flap, I feel like that'll be annoying to me because I feel like it'll just be like getting on my nerves. I do feel like this probably has way more room in comparison. It's one compartment, and then you have a slip pocket right here, and then you have another zipper slip pocket in the back. You have a back pocket also. I don't think I could put my phone back there like I can in the quilted Tabby, but we'll see. But I feel like it's going to be similar. The other thing that throws me off about this bag is that it's strictly a shoulder carry. And I feel like with my son, a lot of the times with the activities that we do, I do prefer it to be crossbody. So that's the other thing that I'm thinking about. And then I also believe I'm going to be wearing it without this chain. I sometimes feel like Coach puts chains on things to bring the value up more so they could charge a little bit more for it. but it doesn't always, I just don't think it's needed all the time. I feel like these are okay to have, don't get me wrong, but I also feel like they could be quite annoying on the day-to-day. So I'm pretty sure I'm going to remove this chain and just wear it as the Dinky. So that's the next bag I'm going to be changing into. I have that also in the hunter green. I bought those at the same time. And if I am not enjoying wearing this, I might sell both of them. I really like the hunter green color, so if I do decide to sell these two bags, I'm gonna have to search for another bag in the hunter green. I'm not sure if I want to get another swing zip now, because I originally wanted the swing zip in the hunter green, but I am really happy with my black one, but I do want the hunter green color somewhat. The Hampton Hobo didn't work out for me. I hated the function of that bag, so that's gone. And if I don't like the carry of the Dinky, I'll have to figure out another hunter green style. I'll be sad because I do like this mist blue color. It brings something completely different, and the hunter green as well. So I think I'll like it. I just think sometimes when it's a bigger flat bag, I get kind of annoyed because I feel like it slows me down with how fast I can get in and out of the bag, but we will see, especially since it's not a crossbody. The Tabby 20, I could just reach down, open it, boom, get something out. But this one is on my shoulder and then it's a flap. So I feel like I'm gonna be like awkward. Today is June 2nd. I started this journey, restarted this journey, I would say, May 12th. So what is that? It's only been about 2 weeks, 3 weeks that I've been doing this. So $2,000 paid down within 2 weeks is crazy. I like those numbers. And I'm excited to see because now it's a brand new month. So now I'm accounting for an entire 4 weeks. And I think my husband will be back at the end of August. I'm not sure. You never know with these things. I can't remember what he told me, but he should be back sometime in the next few months, and I will see where we are by then. I'm still laying low. There has been a whole lot of swimming, a whole lot of going on walks. We've been playing soccer, my son and I. I think I've been really disconnected from the internet, I guess. I don't feel like I've been uploading as much. Maybe I have. I just feel like my mind has been like taken over by motherhood and solitude and just enjoying the peace and quiet, enjoying the summer. I love the summer. I'm in the house most of the time. I like it that way. But when it's summer, I am out and about. I am having the smoothies. I'm going outside. I've been driving more. You know what I mean? I've just been having fun. Me and my son have been like trying new foods together, just running around. Whole lot of swimming, you guys. A whole lot of swimming, a whole lot of being at the park. It's been really fun, and I just feel like I've been enjoying real life, you know, and kind of neglecting my internet life, which I kind of want to come back to. But most of the time, I just want to pop in and chat, and I never know if somebody's going to watch my chatty videos. I am thinking that might be it. I think another accomplishment that I can say, I believe last month, my housewife income, the little money that I get here and there, that paid off one of my student loans in full, and I still had money left over. This month, I'm bringing in like $1,000 I know of so far. That's expected, you know, what else is going to happen, but what's expected on my side of the income is $1,000. And I'm not sure the last time I brought $1,000 in, maybe a couple of months ago. So that's really exciting. I somewhat make a plan for what I want to do with that. Of course, it's all going to debt. I just don't know if I want to put it toward my student loan or something else. But yeah, this might be all I had to chat about today. Yeah, that's all I have to chat about. I think the next video might be on how I feel about the Dinky. And I'm going to probably change into this today, actually. I'm not sure. It doesn't really matter because I might end up at the pool again. But I'm going to review and come back and give a chat on how I feel about the Dinky once I wear it. And I will talk to you soon. Thank you guys so much for watching if you made it this far. And I will chat with you later. Bye.